fast start tonight. I think 2 goals within the first 5 minutes of the game. What was kind of the key to that to kind of keep the momentum going throughout the whole game?
Well, we've been saying we're a work in progress, and obviously we still are. Second half showed that. But we just came out with so much confidence and assertive behavior and whipping the ball around, and they really took Blair Quinn's scouting report to heart. I think we figured we knew what they were going to do, and they probably knew what we were going to do, but we were just really good at executing what was put out in front of them today during the day, and Blair's video was right on the money. So I just felt like that we came ready, and we're getting better every week, and that's important, obviously, at this point because we had the Big 12 next, and that was a tremendous first half. I mean, 5 goals at about a half is a good, really good outing for the team.
Ashley Williams, I think, had her first goal this season this year. What was kind of the key for her breakthrough? I know she was close the last few games.
Yep. I'll tell you what was the key to that for her was last game. She was on the front porch. She was knocking on the door. She was far post header. She was sliding. She was shooting. Keepers were making saves. She couldn't believe it. That performance led to today. I almost knew she was going to score today, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jinx her. But she was just unleashed last game. Back to Ashley. Total work rate. Everything she's got into every play. That's how Ashley scores. And she'll wear you down if you're playing against her. I mean, you might have her for a while, but she's just going to wear you down. She's so strong. And the team rallies when Ashley scores. I mean, they were so happy. She came over the sideline. It was a great moment. And, getting Ashley on track has been great. I mean, 30-something goals already. We're only halfway through the season as far as her career goes. That's amazing. We've had very few players break 30. And so we're happy for Ash, and she needed that.
Same for Macy. She, I think, had her first goal of the season this year, and her contributions in the wing tonight. Can you kind of speak to her performance as well?
I mean, first 5 minutes, Macy has a goal and an assist, and she's playing right back. Like, what? What right back does that? Macy's been doing it her whole career. Before here, and we've many times encouraged her to cut inside and shoot, and man, that was like Molly's goal. Left-footed, far post, bending around the keeper. Fabulous finish from Macy. And again, even if Macy wasn't scoring or getting assists, her presence has made us better. The second she came back, we got better. I mean, the second. And you can't say that about a lot of players. And she just immediately ignited us, and then it allowed her competitive juices that were on the bench cheering for her teammates be a factor on the field. And I think people love to get in the wake. It's like they get in her wake, and she just pulls people through. It's impressive. Long way to go for her and us, of course, but we're excited to have Macy back for sure, what she means to the team.
Organizationally, it seemed like you had more players in the right spots at the right times tonight compared to some other games in the beginning. Can you guys speak to the organizational execution tonight?
I think if we keep the ball, we generally find ourselves in the right spots. It's turnovers that are, in tennis they call it an unforced error. Unforced errors leave you out of position because your team's expanding, trying to attack, and you just turn it over. And then you're not in good position, and the other team's going to try to take advantage of that. And what was nice tonight is we kept the ball well in the first half, and therefore, when we turned it over, we were right there to get it back. We weren't all spread out, all stretched out. So that was nice.
Defensively, again, you guys kind of kept Oregon from getting into some scoring opportunities. Can you guys speak to the defensive performance again tonight?
Better, for sure. Still gave up the one, which is regrettable. It was not the type of goal that we should be giving up this time of the year. But if you balance that mishap with all of the good 1v1 defensive plays that Peyton Annan had, Crunch had, Molly had, and all the other defenders that came in, it's way in the balance of them having a great game. That's a moment we want to work on and kind of try to erase going forward, but it was just one moment. And there were so many great moments for the back group. They were impressive tonight. The other team was very direct, so we had to work a lot on dropping, getting in, letting the ball land in front of us instead of over our heads, and we did well with that.
Obviously, you guys haven't had much success on the road. How are you going to keep this home success you've had on the road starting Big 12 play?
I don't know that it's been the road because we were great last year on the road. So now all of a sudden we're not good on the road. I just think we played the 2 best teams that we played all year on the road, and they both played well at home. TCU's no slouch. They're legit, and they have a good crowd. They will play well at home. So now it's just responding to the fact that we have to assume the home team's going to play well at home, and we got to be able to respond to that. And last year we did, and we're going to have to learn those lessons this year and do it again.
I think you're up to 8 or 9 different goal scorers now this year. How hard is that to defend when, you mentioned it, your holding mid has a goal, your right side back, or your right outside back has a goal?
I think the most interesting part of that, what you're saying, Andrew, is that Peyton has 7. Z has 4 or 5? 5. And those are new names to be that high up, right? And so now Ashley's scoring, and everybody knows she can score, so it's not like she forgot how. So now she's back on track. You got Macy Blackburn scoring, so you're right. It is a little bit of a versatile, group right now going to goal, and that should make it tough. We'll see.
I know you love your other sport analogies. Mike Tyson always said everyone's got a plan
Until
they
someone
don't.
punches you in the mouth?
Correct.
Yeah, Macy punched him in the mouth tonight.
Well, you've done that quite a bit over the last couple of years. How important was that, and how important is that as a characteristic for a team to be able to come out in the first 4 or 5 minutes? I think it's back-to-back games now where you've had to get a goal in the first
Right.
5 minutes.
Well, and you never know what character traits the team is going to take on. You're in the course of the season, you're looking to see, okay, well, who are we going to be? And everybody wants to start fast. Last year we started rocket ship fast. That doesn't mean we're going to start that fast this year. It means we're going to try. And tonight was the best example of that. That was our best first half for sure of the season.
And then lastly for me, you talked about when you were 2-2 after the Utah State match, getting to 5-2 to close non-conference play. You're able to do that with a couple of very impressive performances mixed in, 2 5-goal performances and a 4-goal performance, some of the last 2 weeks, and obviously the first month of the season as well, of where you think the team is at and getting through non-con 5-2 overall.
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty consistent. You can't lose Kylie Barr, Macy Blackburn, and Sam Courtright and just assume that business as usual. And so there's some stutter steps going on. There was some anxiety, some insecurity, some worry. And as the team was getting better, overcoming those losses, we get Macy back. That's another boost. And so we're not there yet, by no means. I wish we had another couple of weeks before Big 12 started, but we don't. So here it comes. And mentally, we've got to be ready for that. And for sure, we're going to get some confidence out of this. But we're not having some big party tonight. We're not acting like all of a sudden we've arrived. It was a good half, really good half, but a lot tougher games ahead.
And then lastly, I said last, but one more. You get Faith back tonight. How important was it to get her back before Big 12 play? Let her get her feet wet, back in.
Well, we thought it was big because they're vertical, and Faith is super fast. I mean, most goalkeepers aren't known for their 40-yard dash. Faith can move. So she's cutting out balls over the top. She's organizing the ones in front of her. I think we have a lot of confidence in Faith. What's been nice as a sidebar is that Sydney has played really well. So now Sydney has confidence in her performances, and we also have confidence in Sydney. So Faith's still the number one. But now because of what happened, Sydney's been able to go, hey, if you guys go to me, I'm good. And she's right. She is good. She's proven that too.
About the game.
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of our pre-games talk have been about game start, and we know some games that we haven't started as best as we wanted to. So this game for sure we're ready to go. And after starting strong, we just knew we had to keep it pushing, keep the energy up, and keep going. That really just helped us throughout the whole game.
Obviously, you had your first goal tonight this season. What was the key to break through? Obviously, you had close calls the last few weeks. What was kind of key to that?
Yeah, that's just the life forward, right? It's up and down. But your teammates and your coaches just always giving positive feedback, working with you after practice, and it was just good. Macy hit that long ball, and after that, it's just dogging and just fighting through it and just finishing it. So that was really, really awesome to break that little streak I had going.
Mm-hmm. Organizationally, it seemed like tonight you had more players in the right spots at the right times. Can you guys speak to the organizational aspect of the game tonight? Sorry.
Yeah, I think we just, coming into the game, we did a lot of good scout on them, and we knew where we needed to be. So, it was pretty easy. We had a good walkthrough and just felt really ready and excited to go.
Obviously, you had your first goal tonight as a Red Raider. Can you kind of speak to that?
Yeah, no, it was really exciting. Been waiting for that for a while, but it was great work by Peyton and Elise in the corner. They were really tricky over there, and just a great ball by Elise that was pretty easy to tap in.
Kind of for both of you, you guys haven't had much success on the road. How do you kind of keep this momentum you've had at home on the road starting TCU next week?
No, yeah, so we liked our game start today, so it's just that, and we need to play like that the whole 90 minutes. We kind of let down a little bit in the second half, and we know that. We're going to take it and learn from it, of course, because, of course, we're not going to play a perfect soccer game. So we know we have things to work on. We're going to watch our film, get back to it in practice, and just have that road mentality, because you're right, we do need to do that on the road to be a big, winning team. So.
Story?
Yeah, I agree. Just that start we've been working on, and I feel like it really showed today that we were ready and wanted to win and had